Hey guys, I'm cmasupra and welcome to another Company of Heroes 2 multiplayer video. And this video is actually multiplayer in the true sense of the word. The prefix multi means more than two. So typically, most people will say that a 1v1 is multiplayer, but it's really just a dual player. This game is a real multiplayer game. It's a 4v4, there's 8 people playing. We are playing as the Germans, our opponents are the Russians, and we are playing on some map. I have no idea what the name of this map is. Basically, what I did was I played for 3 straight days, not like without sleep or anything else. I obviously did other things. Ow, that hurt. But I played for 3 days in Company of Heroes 2, and I tried to get a decent 3v3 or 4v4 game. This was the best one I got, and is by no stretch of the imagination bad, but it's not as good as my 1v1 games, in my personal opinion. Maybe you guys will disagree. But the reason that this one's not as good, in my opinion, is because these 4v4s and 3v3s really tend to just become a whole bunch of 1v1s on the same map. Every once in a while, you will see your teammates helping each other, or the opponents helping each other, but you don't see it very often. And even when it does happen, it's usually less effective than just having a whole bunch of 1v1s, because these maps are so big compared to like a 1v1 map that it's really hard to be in so many different places at the same time on the big map, and so trying to help your teammates is hard to do. It's just really hard to do. You see a whole bunch of 1v1s as a result. There's too many other things to keep track of if you try to help your teammates. So, what you end up with is a whole bunch of 1v1s on a large map rather than a single 1v1 on a small map. And when you have a whole bunch of 1v1s on a large map, you can't really predict what your opponent's going to do in teching. You have tons of resources at your disposal. You have tons of munitions, tons of fuel. Manpower is still limited, and that's another topic for this video, which I will talk about later. But you have tons of resources on the map, and so predicting what your opponent's going to do is not even really an aspect of the game. It's just like, hey, let me throw enough units at you that you lose. That's how it goes, basically. There is more to it, and I will explain that later, but that's pretty much how it goes. And so it's not as in-depth as a 1v1 is, and so I'm not really enjoying these 3v3s and 4v4s that I played, and they're not really as good as a 1v1 in my opinion. Now, with all that complaining said, this was not a bad game, so I would never show you guys a bad game. So if I'm ever showing you a game, just keep in mind that it's not going to be a bad game. Even if it's not as good as, say, my other videos, I'm never going to post a game that I really think is bad. So never worry about that. But with that in mind, let's go ahead and get into this game. So what I've done so far is I have built 2 Grenadier squads and an MG42. It's my basic standard start for these large games. Something I sometimes do in 1v1s is I'll build a mortar, but I never do that in these 3v3s and 4v4s. The maps are just too big, the front line is always changing, and so a mortar is pretty useless because it has to keep unpacking and moving and then repacking. Yeah, that's the right word. So it's not very useful because it can't fire when it's unpacked, obviously. So a mortar's not something I buy very often, but I do buy Grenadiers, I do buy MG42s, and that's what I have at the beginning of this game, clearly. So you may notice, if you look at the minimap, that I'm actually capturing points close to the enemy's bases. 2 other bases are in that red thing at the very, very bottom corner of the map on the minimap. And so I'm cutting 2 of them off from resources. I don't know if it actually works that way, because they are separated from the other 2 bases on the map, but I don't know if it actually cuts off those 2 bases that I've cut off from all resources on the map, or if it does not do it because the other 2 bases still have access to those same resources. I don't know how it works. But, yeah, I've basically cut them off anyways. This conscript squad is retreating after throwing Molotovs. That is something you see quite often in these large games. Oh, he lost the squad. That sucks for him. But, yeah, you do see a lot of, like, Molotovs and other upgrades in these large games just because there's so many resources and, they're cheap to throw, basically, and they help so much. So, one of the things I wanted to talk about in this video that I said I would talk about a little bit earlier in the video is how manpower is extremely limited in these large 4v4s. I mean, in 1v1s, manpower is the rarest resource because there's no way to increase your manpower income, but there are ways to increase your fuel and munition incomes. So, manpower is the rarest resource. In these 4v4s, however, manpower is extremely limited relative to munitions and fuel, and that's simply because there's so many munitions and fuel income points on the map. I mean, even in this game, strategic points count as munition and fuel incomes, and just the sheer number of points on the map means that every single player individually has huge munition and fuel incomes, and so manpower is extremely limited, and so killing off your opponent's manpower is the way that you win these games. One of the other things related to that is that teching is the way to win. If you tech up faster than your opponent, if you get more vehicles than your opponent, you will do better in these games, and you'll just end up winning because there's really no strategy involved with predicting what your opponent does, as I said earlier, because there's so many munitions and so many fuel points on the map that you really don't have there's no real need to predict what your opponent's going to do, because even if they did buy Molotovs, it doesn't mean there's not going to be an early T-70 showing up. It could be your teammate's T-70, or it could be the person in front of you, your opponent, his T-70, even if he did buy Molotovs, just because there's so much fuel on the map, there could easily be a fast T-70 that shows up, as long as he has the manpower, of course. So, that's really all I had to say about that, but we will be seeing that later on in this video. Speaking about what's going on currently in the video, looks like there's quite a large engagement. My teammate's actually helping me, or I'm helping my teammate, one of the two. But we're attacking the same area here, and we were being kind of successful. It looks like he retreated, I retreated as well. There's a scout car off at the two scout cars at the bottom of the map, and I believe each one has a sniper squad in it. Oh boy, it's that classic Russian scout car sniper strategy. That is such an annoying strategy, even in these 4v4s where there's plenty of fuel to tech up and get vehicles to counter the strategy. It's still a very annoying strategy even in the beginning, and this is actually a good example of how it's just a 1v1, a whole bunch of 1v1s going on the map at the same time. So basically my opponent across from me has gone with some sniper scout car combo, and he's even bought some guards rifles to counter the inevitable scout car that I would build. And here you can see my scout car that I did build, and I've even upgunned it. Tried to cancel it, but it didn't cancel because of lag, which is another topic for this video. But yeah, the scout car got countered very easily with the guards rifles, and so it's basically like he's playing it as a 1v1, except there's plenty of fuel and plenty of munitions, and so his scout cars are cheap. He has two of them, which is actually very uncommon in a 1v1, because they are quite expensive, relatively speaking, and so he's countered my scout car pretty easily. My MG42 had to get out of the building and now has to retreat because it's being flanked. It's set up in the wrong direction. There's just all kinds of things going wrong for me right now. I just lost the scout car as well, so there's that. But I did do a quick tech to tier 2 this game, something I never do in 1v1s unless I'm going for like a fast scout car, which I usually don't do. But I did do it in this game simply because teching is the way to win, as I said earlier, with the bountiful fuel and munitions on the map. Can this Panzer Grenadier squad win against these three squads? It's possible, because two of them are weak. Oh, two of them are retreating. It'd be so nice to kill one of them. And nope, I can't win. Oh, that grenade! Oh, that was so close to killing my retreating squad. Retreating man, actually. It's not even a full squad, it's one single man who was on very low health. Amazing that I got out of there. You can say I also built a half-track. That is for the flamethrower half-track. That is such a great thing to have, at least on the city or urban maps, like this one kind of is. It's kind of urban. It's not as urban as some of the other large maps 3v3s and 4v4s happen on, but it is kind of a urban map, so flamethrower half-track was a desire of mine. So I bought the half-track, but I can't quite afford the flamethrower upgrade, which is 120 munitions, and what? Why can't I afford it, even though this is a large map with tons of munitions? Well, the reason is that this place has so many munitions that I was just spending them willy-nilly and didn't even realize that I didn't have enough for a flamethrower on my half-track, so oopsie. That's the best thing I can say to that. So, I'm building my typical med bunker in my HQ. I could go use my teammates' med bunkers if they have any. I don't even know if they have any, I didn't check. But I choose not to because I can afford the 60 munitions. Even though I'm farther away from my flamethrower now, I can still afford the munitions cost, and so I build my own. There is a manpower cost, but I'm not worried about it. Charging in with the half-track against a conscript squad. I was assuming they didn't have AT grenades yet, but look at this. They do. Big surprise, right? I really should have expected that, because even though teching is the way to win, and they should be buying T-34s instead of AT grenades, they still bought AT grenades, so like I said, I should have expected it, but I didn't. It looks like one of my teammates has actually gone with the doctrine that gives you assault grenadiers in the half-track. That whatever doctrine that was, it's the same one that gives you assault grenadiers. What? No, it gives you panzer grenadiers in the half-track. It's the same one that gives you assault grenadiers. There we go, that's correct. So, panzer grenadiers in a half-track, it kills the mortar, hooray! I was sending in my own panzer grenadiers against it, but he killed the mortar. That works for me. So, preparing my half-track. So you can see at the top right corner, and in fact on screen right now. MG42 is Vet 2. How often do you see a Vet 2 MG42 this early in the game? Like, we're 11.5 minutes into the game, already a Vet 2 MG42. That's not very common. That's something you really only see in these large games, where you have tons of infantry to suppress. Looks like one of my teammates' opponents has gone with quick teching and already has a T-34. So here we can see the quick teching in effect. He already has a T-34 this early in the game. Not something you see very often in a 1v1. It's simply because there's so much fuel in these large maps. Hello there, Maxim MG. Are you going to die? You probably will unless you retreat. And who knows what he'll choose to do. Maybe he's going for that building over there. That's above the squad. Oh, another T-34 on the left side of me. Perfect. So I should send this Panzer Grenadier squad back. I was sending it over to help my teammate out with his T-34, but I need the squad more, so I will keep it for me. Maxim has set up in the building, just as I predicted, and he's suppressing pinned one squad, and I have two other squads to shoot at it with, so that's fine. I have a Panzer Grenadier squad and a Grenadier squad, so it should be dying soon here. Panzer Grenadiers are not good against units and buildings because they have full auto MP44s, and no full auto gun in the game is good against MP44s. No full auto gun in the game is good against buildings, but they'll still do some damage, so that's good. It looks like he is suppressing that Panzerschreck squad as well, so it seems that he does want to prevent me from having AT on the field because of the T-34s that are incoming. Once they come in, I have no counter, and then I lose. That's how these large games work. If you look at the minimap, you can see that one of my two teammates on the right of me seems to have at least one vehicle, so that is good. Seems that we are getting some vehicles on the field, because teching does win, like I said. This Panzer Grenadier squad may die. There was a sniper in a half-track. Oh, my half-track is buttoned on its own. Not like it buttoned itself, but there's a guard squad buttoning it. Set up the MG42 here, the Vet 2 MG42. Hopefully it'll save me. Panzerschreck squad with Grenadiers. What? Panzerschreck squad? The Panzer Grenadier squad with Panzerschrecks can hopefully save me against the impending T-34 as well. Oh, and there's a mortar firing at me as well. That's not what I wanted, and the guard squad can still fire at the half-track, back up the half-track, hopefully save it. Panzer Grenadier squad, bundle nade on something here. Oh, vehicle's buttoned at the top of it, top of the screen, and the half-track is dead. Guard squad retreats. I've done their job. They're low on men as well, so smart retreat there. My opponent did lose two squads early on, but it doesn't seem he's playing as badly as he was in the earlier parts of the game, so I am losing territory here. I do still have the middle VP, and I'm the only guy on my team who has held his VP, so there is that, but I'm about to lose it here pretty soon. I have to retreat everything on the field, so that's not good for me. Pyro Squad, what are you gonna do? Nothing, apparently. Just reinforce. Reinforce! They're all, like, moving around near the HQ. That's such an annoying bug. It makes it hard for the medics to heal them when they're moving around. So it appears that I am building Tier 4. Like I've said many times this game, teching is how you win these large games because there's really no predicting what your opponent's going to do involved. It's just a matter of having enough fuel and manpower to tech up. And I do have plenty of fuel. I have 250 fuel right now. Just don't have the manpower to do it. So I will be building Tier 4, but it's just a matter of getting enough manpower to buy whatever I choose to buy out of it. Probably a Panther, if I had to guess. I accidentally put my my Panther Grenadier squad in the medic tent. That was funny for some reason. I know it's not that funny of a thing, but I found it funny. Yeah, just made me crack up. I have lost my middle VP. Oh, that's not good for me. 2 T-34s here from my right side opponent, or one of the 2 opponents on my right side. Lots of Panther Shreks firing at the T-34 here, but it's not killing the T-34. And once again, we see that no matter how well you do with infantry, teching is what wins. So, Tier 4 is built. I am going to be building a Panther out of it, and just need the 600 manpower to afford the Panther. I have plenty of fuel, sitting at 280 fuel almost. And charging out with my own infantry here. Hello there, Popeshka conscript squad. Rifle grenade on the middle of them. Hopefully it kills the whole squad. Probably won't though, because there's 2 alone. And oh, it kills all but 1 man. Oh, you gotta kill the 1 man. I have 3 squads here, and all 3 of them have veterancy. Oh my god, how does that squad get away? If that was my squad, it would have died. I don't know how that conscript squad got away like it did. Hello there, 120mm mortar. You're such an overpowered mortar. Look at that. That's insane. I lost almost my entire Grenadier squad there, and that's a Vet 2 squad at that. It shouldn't die. There was one game I had in my past recently where I had lost a Vet 3 Grenadier squad with an LMG-42 to a single hit from the 120mm mortar. That thing is overpowered. I don't care what anyone else says. That thing is overpowered. So anyways, I'm bringing some squads of mine over to come and kill it. It doesn't seem to be supported. I'm hoping it's not supported. So I'm going to go and try to kill it. One of my guys, or one of my opponents rather, is lagging, which is good for us in a way. I mean, it's bad that's making the game stop, but it's good because it's one of our opponents. If he drops, we can possibly win. That would be great. I choose to abstain here. I don't kick him. I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. Burning T-34 carcass. It appears that he has stopped lagging, which is good. One of the things I noticed about this game compared to Company of Heroes 1 is that they actually tell you who is lagging. In Company of Heroes 1, they did say who was lagging, but they didn't always say the right person, which is bad. But in this game, they say the right person, which is great. So here we go, attacking the mortar. And I don't have any MP44s on this Panther Shrek squad, which I was not expecting, but that's the case. So he gets to retreat. I made the mistake, and I pay for it. Not good. I don't want to pay for my mistakes. Oh, Panther Shrek's killed some guys. He's stopped retreating while trying to remand the mortar. Oh, can I kill it? Can I kill it? I do kill it! Hooray! Panther Shreks for the win. They killed so many men there. And now we have a, what's that thing called? A shock troop squad coming in, and a T-34. Oh boy, I hope I have enough Panther Shreks. Yes, I do. But he killed one of my squads. He ran it over. That sucked. That sucked so bad. I don't know who won that engagement. This Grenadier squad it's doomed. Rifle grenade kills 1 guy, and I lose 1 guy. I'm not sure who won that engagement. We each lost a guy. I think I did. I think his squad is more expensive to reinforce. Not sure though. So, my Panther is being built. As you can see at the top right corner, it is almost done. My MG42 is still a Vet 2. Hasn't done much since it reached Vet 2. What was it, like 8 minutes ago? Something like that. It's been quite a while, relatively speaking, but it hasn't yet reached Vet 3. Panther is out, hooray! And I give it the MG42 upgrade because I have lots of infantry that I'm facing. Another option that I could have built was the room bar, because it does cost more fuel, I believe, than the Panther, but I could easily afford the fuel, but I choose not to buy it because eventually my opponent's going to show up with T-34s, and so I want to be able to counter them with something more than just Panzerschrecks, because I am down to one Panzerschreck squad, potentially with only one Panzerschreck in the squad. He may have even dropped the other one, I don't know. But I need some counter to the T-34s that are impending, so Panther it was. I also built another half-track, by the way. I guess just to reinforce this time. Not for a flamethrower, but just to reinforce on the field, because that would be a handy thing to be able to do. Looking at the map, it looks like we are taking back all 3 victory points, so that is great. We had lost all 3 at one point in the game, but now we have all 3 back in our possession, almost. There we go. Now all 3 are back in our possession. All squads in the base are reinforced, so might as well bring them forward. One of those Pioneer squads should really go to the Panther in case it gets damaged. That would have been a smart thing for me to do. And I even do it. Look at that. I tell myself to do it in the post-commentary, and then I do it in-game. How awesome is that? That's a lot of smoke coming out of the Panther. Wow. Back when it started moving from a standstill. One of my teammates on the right side has a Tiger, so that is great. On the Panther, I'm actually getting the spotting scope upgrade. I chose my doctrine, and it's the one that gives me the elephant, the spotting scope, and the Stuka dive bombing thingy. So it's the doctrine I picked. It's the doctrine I pick most often as the Germans, because I do like the spotting scope. The spotting scope is just amazing. The extra sight is so awesome. Hello there, T-34. Time to die! You're not gonna kill my Panther. I think the Panther has a longer gun range than the T-34 does, so even if it gets away, it will still die, hopefully. Oh, watch what the T-34 does here. Oh yeah, he stops to maneuver. Oh, that sucks. Oh, T-34 is dead. Hello, Guards Rifle. I am not gonna deal with you. Haha, you buttoned my vehicle. Waste your munitions buttoning me. I will get away because of the carcass. The T-34 carcass. And it looks like a shock troop squad is capturing the middle VP. I will deal with that with my mini infantry squad sitting there. Artillery incoming on the middle VP. Oh boy, I wonder what my teammates sent in. Who knows? So this is one of the examples of teammates helping each other, but as you can see, it's not helping too much. I mean, I could have done this on my own, really, quite honestly. But it is good to have help, of course. Don't want to leave that out. Oh, 2 T-34 85s, it seems. Panzerschrecks, do your job. They don't do their job. That sucks. Panzerfaust, do your job. Maybe? Maybe not? Okay. Panther, do your job. Something do its job. Tiger, do your job. Tiger's too slow, it can't do its job. Teammate Panthers, do your jobs. They're also too slow, they can't do their jobs. So, T-34 85s, get away. Now you may be thinking to yourself, even though those T-34 85s got away, they didn't really do anything. But oh boy, would you be wrong. They acted as spotting units for the enemies, and they are now using artillery to fire on our positions. And this is actually the first time I've ever seen those artillery units from the Soviets, and it seems pretty powerful considering you just killed a Panzer IV with a single hit. Yeah. This is not good for us. I do capture the middle VP. It was decapped for some reason, I don't know why. Excuse me. But I do cap it under artillery fire. Tiger's coming here to kill the artillery, and what is that artillery unit? We may never know because the tooltip is not showing and I don't click on it. And they're once again taking our middle VP. What the heck are they doing? What is taking our VP? I have an MG protecting it. It just can't see the VP. We'll ignore that fact. Pretend they can, and there's just nothing there. So it turns out to be a penal battalion squad. Perfect. Can't do anything to my Tiger. Not my Tiger, my Panther. I don't have a Tiger on the field. Nor will I ever, because I haven't chosen that doctrine. So, MG42 is firing at them. Panther's gonna run them over, hopefully. And they have capped it, but I'm going to cap it my own. What? That was not English correct. I'm gonna cap it with my own squad. There we go. It also seems I've given... Oh, artillery incoming. But it also seems I've given the, my half-track the flamethrower upgrade, so that's interesting. What's coming in the middle? It seems that it might actually be the anti-tank or anti-infantry version of the IL-2, whatever that is, the strafing run. So I need to stay away from the middle. I can't cap it under fire. That Panzer Grenadier squad is almost dead. Had to retreat them. MG42 is suppressed, but that's no big deal. I just don't want it to die. Considering buying a Brombear for anti-infantry because of how much infantry we're seeing from our opponents, but I go with the Panther route because, once again, we could still find lots more T-34s waiting for us. Nice little lens glare there on the Panther as it's repairing. And it appears something, probably the IL-2 has killed the repairing pioneers, and now the Panther is under fire and dead from an Su-85, so it's a good thing I'm building another one, right? Oh my god, what just landed there? I don't know, but I'm glad nothing was over there. That was a huge impact. Middle VP is still not captured because of the IL-2 overhead. So annoying. It was actually shooting at a retreating Grenadier squad, which is interesting. Looks like one of my teammates is actually helping me in the middle here, with lots of vehicles. And like I said earlier in this video, teching wins these large games, and so it's a good thing he's helping me. Good thing, because I don't have many vehicles on my own, nor do I have much infantry. I've actually lost quite a bit of it, it seems. Oh, this is quite the engagement. Who's going to win this? I'm going to lose. I can tell you that right now. I'm going to lose. So I should retreat. He should retreat. He's retreating. I should retreat. Come on, retreat. Supra, what are you doing? Retreat. Retreat. And I lost a squad because I didn't listen to myself. There we go. Middle VP captured. I'm the only one with my VP. Both of the other VPs are in enemy control, which is not good. But at least they're not triple capped. Oh, it seems that my teammate on the left is capturing the VP on the left, so that's good. Panther is out on the field, in the middle of the field. Has the MG42 upgrade. It's a mandatory upgrade against all the infantry we're seeing. Teammates Panthers have been scouting over here on the left side. Hello there, Su-85. You are doomed against two Panthers. You might kill one, but you're not going to kill both. My Panther said out of control there for a second. I don't know what that was about, but I should talk about something related to it, possibly, maybe. Something you get in these large games is lots and lots of lag. Like, you can tell a unit to go somewhere, but they won't go for like 2 seconds because of lag. And the reason there's so much lag in these large games is because if even one single person has a bad connection, everybody has to put up with it, and so you get lots of lag. That's the simple way of explaining it. There's a lot more to it, but I'm not going to go in too deep with it. Oh, look at all this artillery. Oh, yes. Which one should I barrage? Teammates on the left one, I will go for this one on the right. So, Stuka bombing on the right one, teammate on the left one. Hopefully I get both of them on the right, but maybe, maybe not. Let's watch and find out. Oh, yeah. That's satisfying. I didn't get both of them, but that's still satisfying. Very satisfying. Oh, yeah. One on the left gets recrewed, which sucks, but what can you do, right? Artillery does what artillery does. I have an elephant on the field. I just called it in. So, elephant is on the field. Huge announcement for it. And that's going to be quite useful against these T-34s. T-34-85s here. I believe they're T-34-85s. I'm not sure, though. They might just be regular T-34s. Oh, can I kill this one? Panther Shrek fired at the wrong one. Oh, come on. Panther missed. Come on. Kill this one that's right here in the sliver of health. There we go. One is dead. Now kill the other one. I'm not satisfied with killing one. I'm going to kill both. Both must die. Oh, it looks like it will. Oh, yeah. A Panther and two Panzer IVs, it should die. It should definitely die. There it goes. Heard it on my right ear, and it is dead. So that is awesome. Oh, you flanked my MG. That is no good for me. Oh, come on, MG42. Turn faster. Turn. Hopefully my Grenadier squad can help here. Oh, lost a man to flames. Panther's here to help. Here we go. Half-track with the flamethrower is finally here to use its flamethrower, which is awesome. Come on, half-track, do something. It does nothing. Okay. Try to give chase, but it's too far back. Not worth risking the loss of the half-track. And now I can even use my half-track as a reinforce point. Oh, it looks like Let Him Burn has dropped. I wonder if he was on the friendly team or enemy team. Probably enemy team, judging by the minimap right now. Oh, spotting. Which one do I go for? This one. Yeah. Another Stuka dive bombing. This opponent built so much artillery, it was crazy. Oh, here comes mine. Do it. Do it. Oh, yeah. That is so satisfying. Oh, yeah. Can't get enough of that. That's just too satisfying. Yeah. Howitzer spam down, as my teammate said. Yeah, that's kind of a newbie thing to do, build tons of artillery. It's not going to win you the game. Elephant is firing at something. I wonder what it's firing at. Penal Battalion Squad. Oh, move away, move away. Yeah, survived. Good. Now get back and fire, Grenadiers. Another Guards Rifle Squad in the middle here. Hopefully it doesn't do anything to my half-track. Back up the half-track or go closer, one of the two. Which one am I going to do? Which one will I do? Penal Battalion Squad's retreating, half-track goes closer, and oh god, a KV-1 or KV-8, one of the two. I can't seem to remember. One of the two, though. Back up the half-track, can't do anything against that thing. Send in the Panther, send in the Panther Shreks, do something. Oh, wow, something hit the middle VP hard. Katyusha, I think. Yeah, it sounds like a Katyusha is firing. So, wow, that sucked for me. How is this Panther losing? This Panther should not be losing to a KV-8. It really shouldn't be. Come on, Panzer Shreks, do your job. I command you to do your job, even though you should really do it on your own without a command. Vet 3 and a retreat after killing a KV-8. Awesome. Elephant has done nothing, although it does have 2 kills on something, probably the Penal Battalion Squad. So now it's time to repair the Panther, and... Looking at the minimap, we are winning right now. We have 2 VPs, they have 1. If you look at the top of the screen, we have more overall VPs than they do, so that is good. We're really pushing hard on the right to enemy HQs. As you can see, there's lots of yellow units over there, which are teammate units. So I should really be helping my teammate over there, but he's got it. I'm going to keep the middle here, because the middle is kind of under attack. Oh, rifle grenade, do a lot. Oh, he moves. Of course. And it does nothing. That sucked. Could have been a nice rifle grenade. Panther, do something. Oh, your button. You're not going to do anything. And this is going to be very, very bad for me. Move. Yes, we got out of buttoning. MG42 is protecting the middle VP. Hopefully it'll protect my Panther as well. Built another half-track. Did I lose the other one? I did, to that, to the Katyusha. Elephant's firing long range. That's always funny when I see that, because it makes no sense in this game. In this game, tanks have very limited range, so seeing them fire at long range is just unusual. Enemies coming for the elephant, so I might as well back it up. Move it somewhere else. Protect it, right? Ooh, 2 German rocket artillery thingies. What are those called? Panzerwerfers, yeah. Or no. No, I don't think that's what it is. Whatever they're called, we have them. I believe the Panzerwerfer is the infantry one. Do I get the flamethrowers on my half-track? Maybe, maybe not. I'm deciding. Oh, so many PTRS rifles in these guards rifle squads. They're not doing anything to my elephant. I mean, they are doing something, but not very much at all. Elephant can't do much against them, though. That's the downside for me. Come on, I have so much stuff here, but I guess the enemy does too as well. But I should still be winning this fight, and I think I am actually winning it. He has lots of veterancy. I have lots of veterancy as well. Wow. 3 vet 3 units. I just lost something. I believe that was my half-track. I do believe it was. He focus fired my half-track, which is not good. I am building another Panther. My teammates are charging in the opponent's bases. It looks like we're going to win at this point. I consider throwing it down a Stuka Barrage, but I decide against it because there's no need. There's really no need. The tanks can take care of the artillery. These guards' rifles need to die. They really need to die. Come on. 2 squads retreated. Kill the last one. Don't let it retreat. Kill it. Come on. I have so much here shooting at it. You gotta kill it. Come on. Kill the squad already. They do retreat, sending my Grenadier squad over here to hopefully kill it with its LMG-42. Although it can't fire while moving, which is a downside. Oh. It gets away. It does get away. I do have another half-track, it would seem, and I'm giving it a flamethrower upgrade. Looking at the top of the screen, it seems that we have 2 of the 3 VPs. The opponents are capturing the rightmost one because my opponent is in their, or my teammate is in the opponent's base, but the opponents still have some infantry on the middle of the field, it seems, so they're capturing points. But it does seem like they've pretty much lost at this point. They're down to 91 VPs. We're in both sets of their bases, all 4 of their bases, so that is good. I'm sitting here just protecting the middle like a noob, but I am helping in the opponent's side of the map, I guess you could say, because I am capturing some points over there still. I have some squads over there, but I'm more of a like hold your point kind of guy in these large games because coordinating attacks is just hard to do. Wow, that enemy squad died so fast. I don't even know what it was. I built a med bunker here. Boy, am I setting camp up in the middle of the map here. It's like I just really want to keep this VP and that's all. But I am still helping. I captured some points, don't worry. I'm not being like a noob here. I'm kind of being a noob, I'll say it, but I am helping. Like I said before, I do have 3 vet 3 units. I have an MG42, a Grenadier squad with an LMG42, and then a Panther Grenadier squad with Panther Shreks, and those are all vet 3, which is awesome. I don't have that many units though, and I guess you could attribute that to the fact that I have lost quite a bit, but I've also been busy like buying stuff with my manpower, like big units such as Panthers, right? Because manpower is the rarest resource in the game, plenty of fuel, okay munitions, but little manpower, relatively speaking, of course. I mean, 400 manpower is quite a bit, but not as much as 250 fuel is. Kill the artillery! Oh, wow. I should Stuka barrage it. Stuka... Oh, my teammate's doing it for me, so no need. I could do the other one, though, but I throw a bundle grenade instead. Oh yeah, that squad's dying. Not mine, but the enemy's, the Penal Battalion squad. Oh, grenade! Satchel, actually! Oh, get away, get away, get away! Oh, that was close. My voice also got really deep there for some reason. But oh well. Artillery is firing. My teammates' artillery did not kill it, sadly. Looks like the right 2 bases on the enemy side are both really, really dead. And looks like my protection on the middle VP is paying off. Look at this. They are attacking, the enemies are attacking, and I am defending. It wasn't so noobish after all. It also appears the MG42 in the bunker cannot fire to the left and right. I did not know that, so time to leave the bunker. I thought they could fire out the sides, but apparently not. That sucks. Come on, kill these guard squads. I'm not worried about them, but I just want to kill them. I just want to kill them. Even though they're no threat, I want to kill them. Kill them with bullets and cannons. And the enemies just quit. They have 35 BPs remaining. They've lost a lot of HQs. Actually, maybe they didn't quit. Maybe they lost all their HQs and buildings. Maybe that's what happened, potentially. But they lost that game, definitely. We won, hooray. And looking at the map, let's look for that Isle 2. Where's the Isle 2? I want to see it. How good is it diagrammed compared to War Thunder? Probably much worse. I'm trying to see it here. There it is. It's an Isle 2M, it appears, with the rear gunner. Interesting fact. So, we won, hooray. I held my VP, my middle VP, most of the game, which is good. My doctrine definitely came in handy with those Stuka bombing barrages and the spotting scope. The elephant did some things, but I'm not sure how much it really did. Looking at these enemy bases, they're both dead. How about these? These are both dead as well, although the last enemy on the very, very left does have a barrack, so maybe they all just left. Maybe that's what happened. But I don't blame them for quitting because they did lose at this point, so there is that. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I did not enjoy playing these, as I said at the beginning of the video, but it was okay. It's just not as much fun as a 1v1. So the next video will probably be a 1v1, but until then, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in that next one. Bye, guys. In this video, you guys will get to see a brand new unit that I have never shown in any Company of Heroes 2 video, and that unit is Assault Grenadiers. Now the reason I've never shown them before is possibly because they were just added to the game.